All right, team, let's have a straight talk. What if I told you the secret to feeling stronger, sharper, and more capable in your 60s and 70s isn't hiding in some $1,000 supplement or a brutal joint-shredding workout? What if it's tucked away in a series of small, almost invisible choices you make from the moment you wake up? Most men overlook these simple switches, but they are the bedrock of lasting vitality. Stick around for 10 shockingly simple vitality habits that will keep your joints smooth and your mind sharp. This isn't about turning back the clock, it's about winding it better so you have the energy and strength for the things that matter most. All right, my friend, grab a glass of water, clear a little space in your living room, and let's get into it. And just a quick reminder, this is for your information and motivation. Always consult your trusted health professional before making any significant changes to your routine, especially if you have pre-existing conditions. They're part of your team too. First up, let's start your day not with a jolt, but with a glide. I call this greasing the groove. Before your feet even hit the floor, or right after they do, spend 5 minutes just moving your body through its full, natural range of motion. Picture this. You're on your hands and knees, slowly arching your back like a cat, then letting it sag down. That's a cat-cow. Then maybe some gentle hip circles, first one way, then the other. Follow that with some slow shoulder rolls and ankle rotations. You're not trying to set a world record or even break a sweat. You are methodically and intentionally lubricating your joints. Think of your cartilage as a sponge. All night, it's been relatively compressed and stagnant. According to orthopedic research, gentle rhythmic movement is the only pump that squeezes out old, waste-filled synovial fluid and sucks in a fresh, nutrient-rich supply. You are literally feeding your joints and telling your body, hey, we're going to be moving today. Get ready. It's a 5-minute investment that pays dividends all day long, fighting stiffness and keeping those joints smooth. Now that your body is primed and ready, let's talk about the fuel you put in the tank for that first meal. It's time to front load your day with protein. I want you to aim for a non-negotiable 30 grams of protein at breakfast. For too many men our age, breakfast is a carb fest. Toast, cereal, a pastry. That spikes your blood sugar and leaves you hungry an hour later. Worse, it does next to nothing to combat age-related muscle loss, a condition scientists call sarcopenia. After age 50, we can lose up to 1% of our muscle mass per year. Protein is the raw material to fight back. Getting a substantial dose in the morning kickstarts muscle protein synthesis for the entire day. Did you know that researchers from the University of Texas Medical Branch found that eating a large bolus of protein in one meal is more effective at stimulating muscle growth in older adults than spreading that same amount across 3 meals? So what does 30 grams look like? It could be 3 eggs with a side of Greek yogurt, or a scoop of quality whey protein in a smoothie with some spinach and berries. This one habit stabilizes your energy, crushes morning cravings, and directly builds the strength you need to stay capable and independent. It's a breakfast win. And what you drink with that breakfast and throughout the day is just as critical. Let's upgrade your hydration game. The new rule is don't just drink water, absorb it. As we get older, our thirst mechanism isn't as sharp as it used to be, and our kidneys are less efficient at conserving water. Just chugging plain water can sometimes run right through you. The key is adding a little something to help your body actually pull that water into your cells. This is where electrolytes come in. I'm not talking about sugary sports drinks. I'm talking about a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of lemon or lime in your water. The salt provides sodium and chloride, and the lemon provides potassium and a little magnesium. These are the electrical conductors your body needs for everything from nerve impulses to muscle contractions. The Mayo Clinic notes that proper hydration is crucial for lubricating joints, regulating body temperature, and keeping your thinking clear. Dehydration, even mild, can lead to brain fog, fatigue, and dizziness. So keep a large bottle of this upgraded water on hand all day. It's a simple tweak that ensures every sip is working harder for you. From hydration for the body to a workout for the brain. The next habit is to actively seek out novelty. Your brain thrives on new challenges. It's built to adapt and learn, a property we call neuroplasticity. When you fall into the same routine day after day, same TV shows, same driving route, same conversations, your brain goes on autopilot. It becomes efficient, sure, but it stops building new pathways. To keep your mind sharp, you have to throw it a few curveballs. This doesn't have to be complicated. Try brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. It feels awkward and clumsy, right? That's the feeling of your brain forging new neural connections in real time. Or take a different route to the grocery store. Learn one new word and its definition every day. Attempt a crossword puzzle or Sudoku. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine followed seniors for over 20 years and found that frequent participation in mentally stimulating activities was associated with a significantly lower risk of dementia. The key is consistent, low-stakes novelty. It's like taking your brain to the gym, keeping it flexible, resilient, and sharp. Now let's get back to moving, but with a specific focus that's often ignored until it's too late: your balance. Good balance isn't just about preventing falls, although that's a massive benefit. It's about maintaining your confidence to move freely in the world, to walk on uneven ground, to step off a curb without thinking twice, to play with your grandkids in the yard. Here's the habit. Practice standing on one foot for 30 seconds every day. The perfect time to do this is while you're brushing your teeth. You're already standing at the sink for 2 minutes. Spend 1 minute on your right leg, 1 minute on your left. At first, you might need to hold on to the counter for support, and that's perfectly fine. But over time, you'll notice your stability improving. Why does this work? It forces the tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core to fire up and work together. It also improves proprioception, which is your body's sense of its own position in space. A fascinating bit of research in the British Medical Journal linked the inability to stand on one leg for 10 seconds in mid to later life with a much higher risk of all-cause mortality over the next decade. It's a simple, powerful test and a vital skill to train. It's a daily investment in your freedom of movement. All right, we're about halfway through. If you're finding this valuable, do me a solid and hit that like button. It's a small click for you, but it tells the YouTube algorithm to share this video with more men who could really use these strategies to move, eat, and think stronger. I appreciate it. Let's keep going. The next habit is about how you walk. I want you to stop just strolling and start walking with purpose. This means incorporating intervals. Instead of walking at the same steady pace for 30 minutes, you're going to mix it up. Here's the protocol. Walk at a comfortable conversational pace for 3 minutes. Then, for 1 minute, pick up the pace. You should be breathing a bit harder, unable to sing, but still able to talk. This is your brisk interval. Then, back to the comfortable pace for 3 minutes. Repeat this cycle 4 or 5 times. This is essentially a simplified form of high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, and it is remarkably effective. Research has shown that interval walking can improve cardiovascular fitness, regulate blood sugar, and burn more fat than steady-state cardio in the same amount of time. One study on individuals with type 2 diabetes found that interval walking was significantly more effective at controlling blood glucose levels. You're making your heart and lungs work smarter, not just longer. So next time you're out for a walk, pick a landmark, that next lamppost, that big oak tree, and walk briskly until you reach it. It turns a simple walk into a potent vitality workout. Okay, let's head back to the kitchen for this next one. I want you to start eating by the color code. It's dead simple. At least once a day, try to get 3 or more different natural colors on your plate. I'm talking about the deep red of a beet, the bright orange of a carrot, the rich green of spinach, the deep blue of blueberries, the purple of an eggplant. Why? Because those colors aren't just for show. They represent thousands of different phytonutrients, plant compounds like flavonoids, carotenoids, and polyphenols. These compounds are nature's defense system, and when you eat them, they work as powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories in your body. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of so many age-related issues, from achy joints to heart disease. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, a diet rich in a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables is one of the best tools we have to combat this low-grade systemic inflammation. So when you make a salad, don't just use iceberg lettuce. Throw in some red cabbage, yellow bell peppers, and maybe some black olives. When you have oatmeal, top it with green pistachios and red raspberries. It's a simple visual cue that ensures you're getting the broad spectrum of micronutrients your body needs to stay resilient and keep your systems running smoothly. This next habit happens when the sun goes down. You need to create a sleep sanctuary. We men often pride ourselves on being able to function on little sleep, but it's a disastrous long-term strategy. Quality sleep is when your body and brain do their most critical repair work. It's when you consolidate memories, clear out metabolic waste from the brain, and regulate hormones like testosterone and cortisol. To make that happen, your bedroom needs to have one purpose: sleep. And it needs to be cold, dark, and quiet. Specifically, a cool temperature is a powerful trigger for sleep. Your body's core temperature needs to drop by a couple of degrees to initiate and maintain deep sleep. A study in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology found that heat exposure during the night increases wakefulness and decreases slow wave and REM sleep. So turn that thermostat down. Experts recommend a room temperature between 15 and 19 degrees Celsius or 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to block every bit of light, and consider earplugs or a white noise machine to drown out sound. Protecting your sleep is one of the most proactive things you can do for your next day energy, mood, and cognitive function. It's non-negotiable for a sharp mind. Now, for the second to last habit, and this is a big one, it's a powerful predictor of your overall health and longevity, one that doctors are paying more and more attention to. I'm talking about your grip strength. That's right, the simple ability to squeeze your hand hard. It sounds almost trivial, but a strong grip is a proxy for your overall muscle mass and systemic strength. It's been shown to be a more accurate predictor of future health outcomes, like heart attack or stroke risk, than even blood pressure. Here's the habit. Get a simple hand gripper, the kind you can find at any sporting goods store, and keep it by your desk or your favorite chair. A few times a day, just do a few sets of squeezes on each hand. Squeeze and hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do 10 to 15 reps. A landmark study published in The Lancet involving almost 140,000 people found a direct link between decreasing grip strength and an increased risk of all-cause and cardiovascular mortality. Building and maintaining your grip isn't just about opening stubborn jars. It's a direct investment in your systemic strength and resilience. It's a simple move that tells you and your doctor a whole lot about your vitality. And now for the final habit. We've talked about moving the body and fueling it. We've talked about challenging the mind and protecting your sleep. But this one fuels the spirit. It might be the most powerful vitality booster of them all, and it has nothing to do with diet or exercise. It's the habit of forging and maintaining genuine social connection. In a world that can feel increasingly isolated, especially as we get older, making the effort to connect is a radical act of self-care. It's about having a sense of purpose and community. The science on this is overwhelming. The famous Harvard study of adult development, which has been running for over 80 years, has shown conclusively that the quality of our relationships is the single biggest predictor of our long-term health and happiness. People with strong social ties are not only happier, but they are physically healthier and live longer. So what's the action here? Once a day, reach out. Call an old friend just to see how they are. Schedule a weekly coffee or chess game. Volunteer your time. Teach a grandchild how to fish or how to build something. These connections buffer us from stress. They give us a reason to get up in the morning, and they remind us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. This isn't a soft skill, my friend. It's a core survival skill. It's the ultimate key to a life that is not only long, but deep and meaningful. So there you have it, team. 10 habits. Not a single one of them is complicated or expensive, but together they form a powerful system for enhancing vitality. It's not about a magical transformation overnight. It's about the compound effect of small, smart choices day after day. It's about keeping those joints smooth so you can stay active, and keeping that mind sharp so you can stay engaged. It's about having the strength and energy to show up for your life, for your family, for yourself. You've put in the years, you've earned the wisdom, you've absolutely earned the right to stay in motion every single day. My question for you is, which one of these habits will you start with this week? Is it the 30-gram protein breakfast, the one-legged stand while brushing your teeth, or maybe calling that friend you haven't spoken to in a while? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you're ready for more straight talk on senior vitality, hit that subscribe button and join the Man in Motion community. We're in this together. Stay strong.